Yeah, remaining people be in mute if you are not speaking, please. Huh? Okay, na? Thank you, Swati. Yeah.
So posting period variants are used to specify which company codes are open for the postings. So basically when we post the entries in the SAP, so posting period is very important. While we are posting the entries, there should be a particular posting period open in the SAP. Then only we will be able to post the entries in the particular posting period. So this is used for opening and closing the period in the fiscal year for posting purpose, which is a month-end activity. So usually opening and closing the posting period variance is the month-end activity. So once the close is done, we should close the particular period in the SAP and open for the next period. And then it is used to control which accounting period is to be open and close for the postings and to ensure that closed periods remain balanced and reconciled. So once we close the period in the SAP, it means that all the postings, all the GL accounts or customer data, whatever the entries we have posted in the SAP are balanced and reconciled. So once all the month-end activities are closed, so once all the accounts are balanced and reconciled, then we close the posting period and then open the uh, new period in the SAP. So then we can assign posting period variant to one or more company codes. Next, let us see what are the controls for the posting period variant. So posting period variant can be controlled in three ways. So first out at account type level. So customer denotes for D, vendor denotes for K, assets denotes for A, material denotes for M, GL denotes for S. So we can control the posting period variant at the account type level. So that means we can control the posting period at customer level, vendor level, asset level, material level, and GL level. So next we can also control posting period variant at GL level. So we can maintain posting period variant only for few recon GLs which are required. For suppose there are few recon GLs which we do not wanted to maintain the posting period variant. So this can be discussed with the client. If the client wanted not to maintain a PPV for particular recon GLs, then we can maintain the posting period for few recon GLs at GL level. So next at authorization level. So we can maintain PPV as per the user level. So these are the three controls we can do at the time of posting period variant. And next, let's see the configuration of posting period variant. So before closing or opening the period in the SAP, first we have to create posting period variant in SAP. So in this configuration, we are going to define a posting period variant for the country India and US. You can control the posting periods for each country with different PPV. So if you use single PPV for different countries, when you open the posting period for India, it automatically opens for country US. So it is recommended to create posting period variant separately for each country. So since client doesn't know what are the disadvantages or advantages of creating posting period variant in the SAP, as a consultant, it is our responsibility to explain to the client what are all the disadvantages and advantages in creating the posting period variant at different level. So we should always recommend to the client to create posting period variant at either country level or the company code level. So if we recommend to the client to create only single posting period variant to different countries, then there is a disadvantages like I have mentioned here. If you open or close any one posting period in one country, it automatically opens in other country too. So it is not recommended to follow this process. You can either recommend to create the posting period variant at country level or company code level. So let's see how to create posting period variant in SAP. So there are two ways. You can use this transaction code or you can use this menu path. So first you have to enter the transaction code OBBO in command field. So once you enter the T code, just hit on enter and it will take you to the next screen. So here you can click on the new entries. Once you click on the new entries, you have to enter the unique posting period variant key and also description. So here I have created two posting period variants for different countries, one for India and one for US. So once you enter the variant key and description, then you can click on the save button. So this is how we create the posting period variant in SAP. So now let us look how to define open and closing periods in SAP. So for this, we have two ways. First, transaction code is OB52 and you also have the menu path. So first, you have to give OB52 transaction code in the command field. So once you give, click on enter and then it will show you this dialog box. So since I have created two posting period variants in my SAP, so I have to select for which for which posting period variant I have to maintain closing and opening period. So here I have selected for India NIN0 and then click on enter. So here it takes you to this screen. Here we have to fill all these necessary fields. So here as usual, we will already give the posting period variant key and here A denotes account types. So here plus is valid for all the account types irrespective of account assets, customers, vendors, materials, GL, etc. So from account and to account is nothing but you have to give the GL accounts from which to which you are maintaining the uh, open or closing the posting period. So since plus denotes I mean valid for all the accounting type, you need not give the particular GL to be maintained in the SAP. You can leave it blank. And here from period 1 you have to give the particular period for which the period should be open. So one, for example, here I have given 8. uh, so it means that only 8 eighth period is open in the SAP and remaining all periods are closed. So here in the year you have to give the physical year, and to period 1 you have to give till which period uh, period should be open in the SAP. And here ending period you have to enter, and authorization group, it's something it is used to open a period for only particular users. And from period 2 is something which is used for special period. So special period is nothing but for suppose here only 8th period is open in my SAP. So I have closed my books for period 7. So there is some entry I have to pass for the period 7 and I don't wanted to reopen my books. So in this case you can use the option of special period. You can post the entry in the special period which also impacts the balances of the closed books. So here if you wanted to post such kind of entries in the SAP, you can maintain the special period, and here you have to give the period number, and in the year you have to give starting fiscal year, and in the period 2 and in the 2 period 2 here you have to give the ending special period, and in the year you have to give ending fiscal year. So plus denotes for all the account type irrespective of assets, customer, vendor and materials and GL. So here if you want to maintain a respective to particular account type, you have to give separately for all the account types. A denotes for assets. So here you can leave it blank for from account, and in the to account you can give the Z series. It means that it takes all the recon GL for the posting periods which should be open or closed in the SAP. And all these fields I have already explained here. So what all you can give. So same follows for all the account types here. So anybody has any doubts till here? Okay. So next, key decision document. So there are few points which I felt we have to discuss with the client. So first is variant. So we have to check with the client about posting period variant creation, whether he has to create for country level or company code level. So we have to discuss it with the client, and we have to also explain advantages and disadvantages of creating at country level or company code level. And we have to also discuss everything, disadvantages of creating the same PPV for all the different countries. So he can decide and let us know how we wanted to create either at company code level or at country level. So next, posting period. So check if we should follow same period close and open respect to the company code wise and country level independently. So we can discuss with him whether the period close should be same for the it should be same for company code wise and country level independently, or we should maintain in any other different way. So you can add, we can discuss if any other decisions we can discuss with the client. If you feel anything, you can just discuss it. Do you think we should add any other decisions with the client, or only this two is enough?
Hi everyone, please, you people are consultants, so sorry, you people are like client from client side. Saranya is presenting as a consultant, remaining all of you are client side. So what questions you have? What other, do you have anything which you want to give as a requirement to Saranya in order to configure in the SAP? Do you have any other requirements? Can you please ask questions to Saranya? Please think critically, don't always be idle. It is really not good. You have to know. You need to exercise with your mind. Do brainstorming. Don't be passive listener. Any question comes in the mind, please ask her. Let's say one question comes in my mind that 100% in every project you have to implement. There is something called authorization group, Saranya. Okay,
Yes.
you have shown right in
Yeah.
OV52. Let's say my requirement is that Neelam should be able to park the document. There is something called park and post scenario in the SAP. Okay, you learn slowly.
Okay.
Let's say Neelam can park the document. Park, the moment Neelam park the document, it will not create the accounting journal entry. Okay, but if Neelam is parking, another person should be able to post the document. Okay, so
Okay.
only the person who is authorized should only be able to post in the close fiscal year, close period. Let's say Neelam can only be able to park in the close posting period, and Sadia should only be able to post that park document in the close posting period. If Swati is trying to post same document, she should not be able to post because previous period is already closed. You
Okay.
got the requirement, right? What I'm telling here.
Yes. Yes. Of course.
So one person, unless a park post is sleep, because park and posting 100% there will be this requirement in SAP. Let's say you have closed the period 7, or which is last period. Only Sadia should be able to post in the closed period. So how do you handle?
Okay.
This is my business requirement. See, you close the period 7,
Okay.
but you want to allow only Sadia, or let's say some group of the users only you want to allow to post. Remaining users should not be able to post. So how will do?
Okay, maybe there is some configuration for that also in the controlling part.
Mm-hmm. So there is something called authorization group, right? What is that authorization group does? What it does?
So it allows only for particular users to post the entries in the closed period.
Exactly. So you have to tell that I'll be creating the authorization group where Sadia user ID I'll be mapping. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So okay. So what
Okay.
will happen? Only Sadia will be able to post. If park and post scenario I'm talking, I'll
Mhm.
create two group. I'll create two group. One the person who can park the document, another person who can post the document. Okay.
Okay, sir, got it.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So park and post scenario will get in the real time. So that you have to talk. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Now I have another question. The
Mhm.
authorization group is applicable only for normal period or also it is applicable for special period? Lesson 13 period, I
Mhm.
want to allow but some users only to post in the period 13. Can I
Okay.
control this?
Yes, yes, I think so. You can control.
13 to 16 can also be controlled from the authorization group.
Yes.
Are you sure?
You said if it's not applicable for the special periods, sir.
Exactly. I have told that authorization group is not applicable for a special period and period 3.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Okay. So that's the
Okay. Na?
reason here we don't have the field for special.
Huh.
Okay.
Yes, yes. So when you maintain the authorization group, it is applicable only for the normal periods. Okay.
Okay, sir, I'll note this point.
Okay. And you have told one more point. I was listening very carefully. You told that a special period, you told the definition was absolutely right. But
Mm-hmm.
when you tried giving example, you told that let's say
Mm-hmm.
seventh period is closed. It is your example, I'm telling. It is what you
Yeah,
told.
yeah,
Okay. You
yeah.
told that let's say seventh period is closed
Hmm.
and you don't want if you don't want to open the seventh period, then
Hmm.
you can post in the special period. That is what you told, right?
Yes, sir. If I don't wanted to reopen my books in the period 7, so I can
Uh-huh.
make the correction entry in a special period.
So how will you post? What posting date you will take while posting?
Uh, Posting date would be the month and date of the P7.
No. Do you think it will allow? I have told posting date also some terminology. I have told last date of last fiscal year, last date, something I have told. You remember?
That's what, sir. So last date of the year end close.
Huh. So last date, last of the last date of last month of last fiscal year will be which date?
31st, I
Last,
mean,
huh,
mhm.
31st.
I
No
mean,
problem.
for calendar year, it is 31st 12
Huh?
2022.
So 31st 12 2022. Let's say
Yes.
seventh month.
Mm.
Seventh month you are in the seventh period and seventh month adjusted. Do you feel that while being in the July or August month you'll post in the 13th period? Just I'm asking. Just I'm
Uh,
asking. Will you post? Or you'll try to open seventh period and you'll try to post or seventh period you may post in the August period because you are still in the same fiscal year. Will you do in this way or you'll post directly in the 12th period or in the 13th period by giving the
so,
last day of last fiscal year last that date you'll give him post? What you'll do?
so
Practically I'm
only
asking you. Hmm.
so for the previous periods, I mean for period which is of
Seven.
the previous
Seven. Hmm.
physical year, we can maintain the special period.
Huh. Previous fiscal year is okay. If you would have given that example, I would have not asked this cross question.
Okay.
But you told that you are right now in the August period. Am I right? That is
Yeah,
what
yeah, correct.
you are in
Yeah.
August period, but you told that July
Mm-hmm.
period anything is missed and period is already closed and any
Mm-hmm.
adjustment you want to do, you'll be going in the 13 period and you'll be posting.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting that. That is what example you given.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
my
yes.
my question is that will you really do this or you'll open seventh period and post missing entry in seventh period or seventh period you'll adjust in the eighth period? or you'll post directly in the 13 period? That is what I'm asking you
I
practically.
think we can pass some JE entries in the period 8, so we can adjust the books like that.
That most probably people will go in that way. Okay, they will not
Yeah.
go and post in the 13 period. Okay,
Yeah.
generally they don't go. Okay, na?
Okay. So we can
If
also post like that, no, sir, like in the special period.
you can post, but again, when you are going posting in the 13 period,
Hmm.
you can do it, but I'm practically asking people
Okay,
will
got it.
follow or not. That is what
Yeah.
I'm telling.
Yeah. Okay,
Because
sir.
most business they will not
Hmm.
post in the 13, they'll rather
Hmm.
7 period. If anything means they'll try to adjust in the 8th period, because there is something called quarter result, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it is quite difficult, like pulling the report from 7, 8, 9, again
Hmm.
pulling
Hmm.
from
Hmm.
13
Hmm.
period.
Hmm. Hmm.
You're getting know what I'm telling.
Yeah, sir. Okay.
So just it is absolutely business decision, but this is what comes in my mind. If I'm in the I'm a I'm working as a consultant, and if
Hmm.
business is asking, probably I'll suggest that whatever missed in the 7th, please adjust in the 8th period. Or if it is
Okay.
possible, you can open even 7th period also if possible. Okay,
Okay.
you're
Okay, sir.
getting, as
Yes,
you
sir. Got it.
used very nice word, that once it is reconciled and matched, then only will close the 7th period. That is very good point you have brought. I really appreciate that. Okay, so it
Okay.
and one more point you have told. Can you please
Hmm.
go back screen, previous screen?
Okay, sir.
1 minute. So you have created the posting period variant, but you have not assigned to company code. I think this is missing somewhere.
Yes. Okay.
That
Yeah. Yes.
you have missed now that one
Yes,
here.
sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that you have to add. Please go
Okay.
back back. You go please back once.
Hmm.
One more time back, please.
Okay.
One more time back, please.
Hmm.
It didn't went. Please go back one more time.
Hmm.
Here.
Hmm.
So here when you're explaining GL label,
Yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
Example was absolutely right, but you told only reconciliation GL example you have given. So do you think that if I want to maintain it
Hmm.
individual GL label posting period, it will be
Hmm.
only reconciliation GL, or any kind of GL I can maintain at the GL level?
Any kind of shield we can maintain.
So that you should not that okay. So that was one example, right? It is not that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that was the one doubt I had. And
Okay.
that authorization label is per the user label. User means user group label. Okay,
Yeah.
probably, huh?
Yeah.
So the authorization where which you are maintaining, that is group. So in that
Yeah.
group you can assign 1, 2, 3, 4 more than one users. Okay,
Yes, sir.
is that clear now? So this
Yes, sir.
was my doubt. Then special period. Okay, so this was some of the points which I have noted during your presentation. Other than
Okay.
this, it was very nice. And one more thing, sometimes
Hmm.
people may get confused. So like posting period variant control, no, in that only, please go back.
Hmm.
So uh, please go back. So like under the post, yeah, please go front. I think there is some lagging, I think. Please go back
Now, sir.
where the account type KD something you have written now, where it was
Yeah. This
here.
one. Hmm.
So sometimes you know that some interviewer are very freaky kind of thing. They know
Hmm.
they
Hmm.
think something different. So
Okay.
actually in the during the posting period variant creation, this account type DK, all this thing will not come. Am I right? It will not come, right? Generally
Hmm. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
comes in the OB52 screen, correct?
Hmm. Yes.
Correct na, so
Yes, sir.
Saranya?
Yes, sir.
So in the posting period variant screen, it doesn't come generally. It
Yeah.
comes
Correct.
during OB52 screen.
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
So I'm not telling it is wrong. Actually, the
Okay.
posting period variant everything are linked only. All those three
Hmm. Hmm.
config are linked only. But
Hmm.
in case if he's
Hmm.
saying that if you are attending interview and he's telling, are you sure that in posting period variant creation time we have all these things? So you need to be very sure that no sir, it is not there, it is actually there in OB52. So that point you need to be clear. I don't mind, I don't say it is wrong, okay, it is
Okay,
good,
sir.
but actually while defining the posting period variant OBBO, there is no such kind of data inside, right? Correct, na
Yeah,
Saranya?
yeah, correct. Yeah, it is not there.
It is not there, na? So
Yeah.
that one point, how you handle during the client meeting and during the interview, that is up to you. But this is what I have noticed, so I want to tell you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Anybody has any other doubt, please? Anybody has posting period variant? Is it clear to all of you? Are you clear with the special period? Then are you clear with the authorization group? Hmm? Yeah, Jitish, do you have anything to ask, Saranya?
No, sir, I'm clear. Yeah.
Neelam, do you have anything to ask?
No,
Hmm?
sir.
Is it clear posting period
Yes,
part?
sir. Yes, sir. It's clear.
Yeah, yes, Saranya. So it was really nice. Okay. Other than that point, will you
Yeah,
agree, na
I'll note
Saranya?
it.
Whatever point I told you, will you
Yeah, sir,
agree?
I'll note it. Yeah, I'll agree, sir. I'll note it.
Okay. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank
So
you.
in your key decision document, one more, that authorization group,
Mhm.
you need to ask them. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You
Yeah,
need to
I'll ask.
ask them how many authorization group business wants. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
Yeah,
in
got it.
that, as I said, one person should be able to post, another person should be able, one person should be able to park, another person should be able to post. So two authorization group probably you have to create, or if
Mm.
they don't have two, then at least one authorization group they have to create.
Okay.
Uh, those people only should be able to post in the close period. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay, now so this question is very important question. Asking the authorization scenario with the business,
Okay,
discussing
sir.
authorization scenario with the business. Okay, na?
Okay. Yeah, I'll note that.
Yeah. So that point you have to ask when you go for requirement gathering with the business. Other than that, it was very nice. Thank you, Saranya. I really appreciate if people actively take participation. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.